Hey guys, welcome to No Filters, Just Freedom, the show for people who are ready to stop shrinking, start rising, and live with unapologetic audacity. My name is Jasmine, I'm a life coach, and I'm here to guide us all through this journey of bold, authentic living.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the podcast where we keep it 100 even when we're lying on Instagram. Today's episode is all about the biggest lies we tell online versus what's actually happening in real life. You know, that candid beach pic that took 87 tries, or the I woke up like this selfie that secretly required 3 filters, a light ring, and a prayer? Yeah, we're exposing ourselves today. I actually once had a friend who posted a clean eating post that was just her cropping out her fries. It was great. So let's break down the layers of deception in a single Instagram post. 1, there's the I wasn't even trying pose, the one that took 50 takes. This is personally my favorite because you can see people that are like contorting their bodies and, trying to make I'm like, how did you pretzel yourself into that pose? I've had a child as a mom and I'm like, I couldn't get my knees or my back to do that if you paid me. Okay. So when people are doing that and they're like, oh, look at me, what I just did. I'm proud of the people that can actually do that. There are a good number of people out there that, aren't even trying. And let me just put it out there. Everyone on social media isn't lying. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a good portion of us are doctoring the truth. And the I wasn't even trying pose is a classic. Okay. Then there's the no makeup selfie that has a full face of contour. Now, this is one that just makes me mad. Okay? Because I don't wear makeup. And I don't wear makeup, 1, a choice, but 2, I have really sensitive skin. And so trying to find makeup that won't break my face out and cause all kinds of stuff is super expensive. And I'd rather spend my money elsewhere. Some of that is on beer, but that's a personal choice. Needless to say, people that are like, look at me, flawless, no makeup. You're like, well, is it no makeup? Or is it also, I had the right filter and I made sure I looked good in this perfect light. And maybe I added, well, blush and contour aren't the same thing as makeup. Eyeliner isn't the same thing. I don't know all the nuances of what you consider makeup, but either way, their face isn't just pure. Either way, you're not taking a photo where you splashed water in your face, wiped it off with a washcloth, and said, okay, here, I'm taking this natural photo. Okay, there's the deception that you're posting to people where it's like, look, I woke up like this kind of thought. And it's just not true. And then the last one is, just the casual coffee date that was actually a staged photo shoot. Okay, the one where you're like, oh, out with friends, or I'm meeting this guy, or whatever you were doing, and you have to turn the cups a specific way, and you have to get the right angle with the lighting that's coming into Starbucks, or all these extra things that are happening that you legit have to work around to pull off. It's hilarious to me because you spent more effort trying to make sure the 2 cups and the people's hands look good, that for a photo that is gonna get 100 likes or 1,000 likes or whatever else, it took you 4 to 5 minutes to do something that's just supposed to be casual. Why? It's just why? All right, it's a deception that's unnecessary. When I was in high school, oh my gosh, when I was in high school, folks would always want to do these selfies. They wanted to do selfies with us on haul. They wanted to, hey, we're supporting a friend at a sporting event. We're doing all of these things and we're taking all of these photos because back then, Facebook was huge and we were doing MySpace and all kinds of extra stuff. But it would be hilarious and it would frustrate the mess out of me because the first photo taken wasn't the good one. No, you'd have to come in and take 5 different other types of photos. Okay, you'd have to come in and you'd have to be like, oh, well, I didn't like this version or I didn't like that version, and you're like, come on, man. This just took 2 hours. I'd rather just not take the photo. We might as well just have people take their own photos, crop each other together, and call it a day. We're at a really smart school. I'm sure we can figure out how to do that. How are we all quote unquote geniuses and can't figure out how to take one photo? It used to drive me absolutely insane just to show people that, oh, we're out doing this, or look at us, be jealous. Nobody has time for that, okay? Literally, nobody has time for the amount of effort and energy that it takes to portray whatever you're trying to show on social media, okay? Another frustration that we face is the relatable struggle post that's low-key flexing, okay? You know, where it's like, my vacation was so exhausting, but then you post this like epic 5-star resort with a picture across the island and a beach that's just like, you're like, what? Like, what do you mean it was exhausting? You went to one of the best spas in the history of the world and you're like, oh, that was so much, ready to get back to the real world. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Not even would I be like, I'm not stressed because I'm on the vacation that I want to be on with you, but I'd also be like, I would kill to be able to afford that vacation. Forget go. Like, I would kill to have enough money to pull that off. And that's the stress. That's the struggle. That's the, oh, okay, you want to show the world that like, oh yeah, I may be tired, but look what I was actually capable of doing. Y'all wish you were here. And that is beyond frustrating. It's just, the frustrating is just kind of the only word I can use right now. If you're just like, really, fam? Like, you're not really relating to anybody, okay? You're just showing off. Then there's, of course, the I'm such a mess. While you show an artfully messy bun and $200 designer pajamas. Like, what do you mean you're a mess? You out here trying to look like a slob? No, slob is when you have crust in your eyes and morning slobber from having your mouth open from sleeping with your hair everywhere looking for a box of cereal to eat in bed. Okay? That's, I'm such a mess. Like, hey, I did some work. I was, mowing the lawn or doing whatever. And now I'm drenched in sweat and, everything else. And you're like, but I got work done. I'm such a mess. Or in my personal life, if I was trying to show a video where I was quote unquote such a mess, I would show what I look like after playing with my daughter and then putting her to bed. You should see the tornado that is our house and is me then when we play in the morning before her nap time. Okay? That is a photo I could take and say, I'm such a mess. Because that's what I am. I'm a hot mess everywhere. But even if I was a mess, even if we were gonna, show the messiness, no one wants to see that, or no one wants to be vulnerable enough to post that. So the real things that would be relatable or whatever else, we don't want to show because it doesn't make us look good, which is the low-key flex, okay? So I want to say these things that can be relatable, but I also want to show you, look, I'm still dope while doing it. I'm still great while doing it. While the rest of us mortals are like, I look like crap, I sound like crap, I'm just not, wake up perfection. It's not how that works. And, the I'm such a mess can also flow into different things of being exhausting, where it's like, hey, yeah, Becky, but do you see your pajamas? A mess would be, I own these $200 dollar designer pajamas that I wear everywhere. I'll wear them 6 or 7 times before I wash them. I'm a mess because they cost me $200. That's a mess. Okay, if we're going to be relatable, let's keep it real. That's what it means to be relatable, honesty. And then, of course, there's the viral trends versus reality, because this one blows my mind. Viral trends are hard for me because I just don't focus and pay attention well, so it's a lot. We've all tried a TikTok trend and failed miserably, okay? I am the queen of failing miserably most of the time because I don't take the appropriate effort to figure it out. And I already feel like crap looking at other people doing it, okay? So when you're, failing miserably, you've got the I'm attempting a get ready with me photo, okay, for that trend. And you go as far as I'm going to apply moisturizer before giving up and just ordering Chipotle. Okay? I don't have time to be following you and getting ready and showing. Sometimes me getting ready is finding like a clean pair of shorts and like smelling a sweatshirt and throwing it on and not even finding socks and sliding my feet in the shoes and running out the door. Sometimes that's me getting ready. Sometimes me getting ready in my life currently is it takes me about 6 hours to get ready because I'm in the process of getting ready while also playing with my daughter. So it took me 10 minutes to find a t-shirt and shorts at the same time because I put on a t-shirt and still have on pajama bottoms that I was wearing because I'm playing with her. And then I realized now I can put on a shirt. These don't actually match. Okay, I'll change again if we actually go out in public. Like, that's the getting ready with me. Don't nobody want to see that on TikTok. TikTok got 30-second trends, okay? Like, they out here doing the longest 1-minute trends. Like, I don't have it. And there's not cute background noise to go with it's taking me 6 hours to get ready with my daughter. Just not how that works. Then you have the trying a point of view trend just to realize you look nothing like the influencer. Okay, when you're out here like, look, I'm similar to this person, or they say I look like this, and you're just trying to figure out why your post and your, video lighting and everything else just doesn't look like the influencer. And you're frustrated. I'm frustrated for you. Okay, these trends are meant to drive you insane. How people pull them off, how people figure out how they have the time, impress me. They completely impress me because I don't have it for you. And lastly, you've got the day in a life video that literally could just be me eating in bed. Okay, because a day in the life sometimes, especially, oh my gosh, on the weekends, especially when my mom takes my daughter, a day in the life could literally be me finding, Hoarders on TV and binging it while sitting in the room eating cereal and, the occasional apple juice or whatever else. And then I get up to like refill and maybe I find some barbecue wings and I heat those up and then I'm back in the bed. Like, a day in the life of me can sometimes look like self-care, okay? Or a day in the life on a random Tuesday could look like me running around with a chicken with my head cut off, trying to run past a 2-year-old who keeps trying to touch everything, okay? Or working on sign language and trying to get her to communicate and all kinds of extra stuff. You don't want to do a day in the life of me? It's a lot. Just to be like, I need a nap but can't because the dishes have overflowed. I mean, we talking about stuff that can be stressful. You don't want to do a day in the life of me. It's not cute. And these people find a way to do these cute day in the life where I'm walking and I'm doing these coffee dates and I happen to get a long walk on the beach and, look at this. And I saw a friend and we were cute together and I took a photo and then, my man came home and we had a lovely time. We watched a movie and this is my beautiful, perfect day. Yeah, well, I'm happy for you, but that's not how my days work. So no, I can't do a day in the life trend. The truth is we all need a reality check. We all scroll and compare, but let's be real, most of it is fake for a lot of people. So let's vent. So much can make us feel like garbage. I'm here to just get it out there, okay? You first have the fitness influencers. The fitness influencers are hard for me because I don't like working out. I've actually decided that after playing plenty of sports and doing a bunch of stuff growing up, that I'm done working out. I'm finished. My friends laugh at me. My husband tries to get me into the gym. It's not happening, okay? You see those people that do the 6-week transformation? Well, it actually took 6 years and a PhD in Photoshop. I'm not going to the gym or I'm not running for 6 weeks and then still having to like adjust and contour stuff in Photoshop to show, look at me and where I'm going. It's not happening. It's not happening. My biggest exercise is running around after my kid and she's 35 pounds and picking her up. It's curling 35 pounds. Look at that. Let me know when that's what you're doing with your weights. Like, that's it. That's my version of working out, okay? The struggle is when you see these people and these fitness gurus and everything else, it can make you feel bad because they don't show the 10 years of work behind their transformation. So sure, maybe they have only been working out for 6 weeks, but maybe they changed their eating habits and have been eating healthy for the last 15 years and it has primed their body for what needs to happen, okay? Like maybe they've been walking, but they don't call walking working out and fitness. So then they start ramping it up and now all of a sudden you can see these changes. Like, it drives me insane. because you just feel like a crappy person looking at these people that are like, quote unquote, healthy. And you're like, well, what am I? Chopped liver? Then you have the hashtag relationship goals couples. This will drive you to therapy. Okay? These people will drive you to therapy because they look so cute and they're happy and they're walking hand in hand. And look at me, I found my soulmate and everything is just beautiful and perfect and we love each other for it. But what you don't see is them arguing over the placement of the tripod or what's going to be in their caption and where to put the commas in the caption. I mean, humans argue. Humans fight, even if it's small fights. That's what we do. That's what communities do. That's what happens when you're two different people. And coworkers aren't special and siblings aren't special. It's not like, oh, I do all of these things here, but when I get into this significant other relationship, oh, everything is just happy-go-lucky and sunshine and roses and all this other stuff. And it's like, no, that can sometimes be the hardest one because you feel comfortable and you feel confident and you love this person and you start letting down your guard, and then all of a sudden your weird quirks and your things that might not be so appealing start showing up. The stuff where, I look at my husband and I go, hey, can you do the dishes? And he goes, oh, I'll see what I can do. And my head is spinning and I'm looking at him going, I'm sorry, that wasn't a question. Will you do the dishes? That wasn't a oh maybe. That was a do the dishes politely. Like, these are the fights. Everything is not just, sunshine and roses. Everything isn't just I love you. Everything isn't just we're perfect together and there's nothing else we can't do to make it work. That's just not the reality of life. Okay? They're over here. People are always talking about, oh, look at us, we're looking beautiful. And then they're arguing about what filter to use. Social media is hard enough by itself. When you start adding another person to it and you have to come together and agree, y'all, don't stress over this relationship couple thing, because so many of them aren't just the relationship goals. The definition of relationship goals is completely subjective, and honestly, a relationship goal for me is just straight honesty. It's just point blank honesty. And if you can't be honest with me, then you're not relationship goals. Personal hot take. Then, of course, you have hustle culture, which I've already talked about, and it's so dangerous. I hate hustle culture, okay? Because that's the one that you internalize the most when you're feeling lazy for not grinding 24/7. Like, woe is me, I haven't been as productive as I probably could be. I haven't pulled off what I need to pull off. If for me, it's like if I see one more 5 a.m. routine from someone who naps at 2 p.m., so I might not wake up until 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Maybe because I was up till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning trying to get stuff done that I can't get done with my kid. And nap time is a joke, because while she sleeps, I get to do the laundry and I get to do the dishes and clean the house and brush our dog and pick up all the hairy tumbleweeds that are just flowing through our house. And maybe I get a chance to mop because I realize I haven't mopped in 2 to 3 weeks and our floors are disgusting and my kid keeps trying to eat off these disgusting floors. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And you out here like, look at me grinding. This is why I'm so productive. This is why ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. It is beyond frustrating and overwhelming. Okay? So what really needs to happen is that you need to unfollow people who make you feel like a failure, because it's not healthy. We spend so much time on social media. It is so unhealthy to be looking at someone that makes us feel like we're less than human. It's dangerous for the human psyche to be in a position where you feel less than human. We have to fight to keep it real online. So can we please post authentically without losing engagement? Is that a possibility? Like, I still want to keep my friends and I still want to interact online, but I also want to post the real me. Here's some tips that I think will help you keep it real. First, post a real behind the scenes occasionally, okay? The real one, the one that's like, I'm doing these podcasts and I'm trying to get it all set up. And I've showed you how I'm playing with my kid with one hand and writing my notes on my iPad the other. And then I show the clock on the wall while I'm up at 12:30 at night recording 2 podcasts. That's the keeping it real behind the scenes, okay? That's the hey, let me catch the ball that my kid is doing while also Googling what I can do to make dinner. We're not going to just show, oh, look, Jasmine made dinner. We're going to show the effort that it took to pull dinner off, okay? Behind the scenes realness. Have the confidence to post authentically. 2, stop deleting the imperfect pictures. That's why it takes us so much time. That's why it feels like a photo shoot and it takes you 40 million times to get the right photo, because you look and I don't like this angle and I put it here and this isn't my favorite and this is not how things go and X, Y, and Z. And you've literally taken 100 photos just to whittle it down to 3, and then you stare at those 3 trying to find the minutia between them, and just to post one. Just to post one. You have one photo that you want to get all of these likes, and it took you 3 hours to post a photo, not a video, one photo. Stop it. Again, live authentically. Take the photo. Be excited about what I'm currently doing, because that's why you're taking a photo, right? You're excited about the moment. So take the photo in the moment and post it. It's crazy. No filter, no nothing. Just post it, okay? And 3, remind yourself that nobody's life is as curated as their feed, okay? That's not how that works. Nobody's life is as perfect and in one lane and in this really nice, pretty normal box and flowing as freely as on their page. It doesn't exist, okay? You're showing what you want to show and you're performing in a way that you want to perform because you want to show the best version of yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to put your best foot forward, but when it comes at the expense of authenticity, when it comes at the expense of truth, it's unhealthy. That's not how that works. It's just incredibly unhealthy. At the end of the day, social media is just a highlight reel. If we all posted the truth, it would literally just be us crying over parking tickets and burnt toast. Okay? It would be the Duke energy bill coming and being like, I don't know if I have this much money, but I need to have power in my house. It would be us arguing about whether or not, you sort the laundry correctly, or what do I eat for dinner when I'm on my last leg and I can't go grocery shopping for another 2 days. I mean, if we posted the full truth, it would be a mess. Okay? So social media is just kind of like the high points of what we show. But we can't take those high points and extrapolate them to that's what my whole life looks like. It's just not true. So there you have it. Social media is basically a magic show, okay, where we're all amateur illusionists. We crop out the chaos, filter the flaws, and call it content. But after today's episode, hopefully you're walking away with 2 things. First, permission to laugh at the absurd lengths we go for the gram, okay? And second, a little less pressure to compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Okay, it's completely unnecessary. You're you, they're them. You don't have to compare yourself. Okay, so the next time you're scrolling and feeling inadequate, just know that behind every perfect post, there's someone sweating over angles, deleting 50 takes, or crying into a snack they cropped out of the frame. Okay, they're just as human and just as regular and just as real as the rest of us. Life is too short to be spending it over staging avocado toast. So keep it real, keep it messy, and for the love of God, stop believing those no makeup selfies, all right? For more unfiltered and random tips from me, you can find me on Instagram at breathe_easy_coaching and on TikTok at lifecoach_Jasmine J. Now go forth and post the unedited bathroom selfie. You've earned it.
Remember, you don't need permission to be great. And this is your call to rise, to reclaim your power, and to step boldly into the life you were meant to live. I believe extraordinary potential lives in all of us, the dreams we've tucked away, the voice that was softened, and the fire that's been waiting to burn bright. This journey isn't about fitting into someone else's mold. It's about shattering expectations and embracing your truest, most unapologetic self. No more shrinking or waiting for permission. The world needs your brilliance, your resilience, and your unique light. It's time to stop asking, Am I enough? And start declaring, I am more than enough. Your next chapter begins now. Let's write it with courage, audacity, and unshakable belief in who you are. The unstoppable person isn't born, they're awakened. And that person is you. Now go start your revolution. This world needs your unshaken light today.